Hello, awakened beings. Welcome to this channel. Here I do tarot and oracle readings to support you along your spiritual journey. If that resonates with you, feel free to check out any other content on the channel as well as interact with this video if you feel called to. Today's reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. February 2026 predictions. What can you expect? All right, let's go. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got Ace of Potions, back of the deck. I feel like some of you are going to be creative, like making some sort of an art. Okay, you could be doing a DIY, some sort of craft, but I'm very focused on the butterfly. This could also indicate just kind of like a new love for something. So it could be a new love for a person or some sort of spark of like passion, just a new interest in something. It doesn't have to be new. It could be something that, you already started like last month or so, or, but I'm really just focused on the butterfly. And with butterflies, they start as caterpillars and then they expand their wings and develop. And so I just feel like, it started like something small at the bottom of the bottle and then it kind of grew and blossomed out. So I just see you working on something that, or putting your love, that's more accurate, putting your love into nurturing something that can expand just like this butterfly, okay? And you know what that thing is. And I feel like it's related to a dream that you have, because we do have the star card here, whose nose is lit up. 0 leads the way, so it's very much like Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, right? The nose lights up, and so you put them at the front of the pack because they light the way, right? And so with this Ace of Potions and the star card right underneath, this just lets me know that whatever you're investing your love into, you see having bright potential for the future, and that's why you're investing into it. You want it to blossom and into this thing, so into the butterfly. So I do definitely see you just developing and investing your love into something that you want to grow, and it looks really good. It feels like it's progressing. It feels very exciting. It feels very new, fresh. And like I said, even if this is something from the past, it still has this new and fresh energy because it carries this excitement. Yeah, I just feel like you're carrying this excitement for the future. You're carrying this excitement for opportunity, for growth, and you're excited about the results. Honestly, like you're giving off the energy. There are some people who like they set a goal and then they're only focused on meeting the goal, and when you can like enjoy the journey. This is you. I feel like you're enjoying the journey. You're excited every step of the way. You're excited every moment that you put the needle through the thread or the thread through the needle, or every moment that you pour sugar in and add a little teaspoon of salt, like whatever your passion or craft is that you're investing in, person, whatever, it just feels like every step of the way you're very excited, very involved, and very focused. So I love it. Okay, what else? 3 of Potions, Queen of Presents. Yeah, you're getting to work. You're literally getting to work. We got 3 of Potions, Queen of Presents, and 7 of Presents. Okay, let me add some oracle. Clarify 3 of Potions. I feel like you're spending time with friends. We have the Dissipating card. Why the Dissipating card? I feel very musical. I don't know if that's coming from like the excitement. I don't, you could be somebody who like hums while you do task. Okay. So we have dissipating and we have protection. So I feel like there's some sort of routine. There's a routine here. Why the Three of Potions? Tell me why the Three of Potions, please. Hold on. Let's grab this deck. Why the Three of Potions? I feel like options. Or is it options or something else? Tell me the Three of Potions here. It's more of a sequence. Okay. It's more of a sequence. So typically the Three of Potions indicates like people gathering together to celebrate and have drinks and stuff. But I also noticed that there's 3 pictures here. And so oftentimes with pictures like this, they are cohesive. And so sometimes artists will have like, you know, the left side of the image, the middle of the image, and then the right of the image. And oops, sorry. And then if you look at the whole thing together, it's one picture. So that's what that's what was brought to my attention. And so I feel like you have like, there's either like 3 steps or 3 parts of a progress or 3 people involved, something like that. But you could be seeing 333, something like that. But then you also have the abundance card here, keep a positive mindset, which is also, you know, generally with 333, if you're seeing that, can indicate. So 333, 3 is a number of collaboration, holding a vision, progression. And you do also have 7 of presence right here as well. It's also a card of progression. And so anyways, it says manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. So I do feel like for the month of February, it's important for you to go through certain steps or proper steps. It might be helpful to do the hardest task first. I'm being drawn to the fact that there's this, you know, the larger person, and then it gets smaller and smaller as you go. So this could indicate that Spirit is like saying that it could be helpful to do the hardest thing first, or to break things down into steps. Okay, that's for somebody. That's something there. But with this protection card, I get structure. So yeah, I feel like this is the energy more of kind of like creating a breakdown either into smaller goals or smaller steps. Yeah, because it could be that like that just kind of makes it easier to be motivated, because this is my motivation card. You've got yellow here for the sun, you've got the canary here, and this person's just sitting here watching TV. And so with this card showing up under the Three of Potions, I just feel like it could be helpful. And even here, keep a positive mindset. So it could be helpful to, yeah, break things down into steps to keep you going instead of looking at the bigger picture. And I mentioned that earlier as well. To keep you excited through each step. Okay. Making sure, yes, that you're weaving in intention through each step. Being very intentional. Okay, let's move on because we still got 2 cards here. Spirit, communicate Queen of Presence here, please. Some of you could be baking. I feel like some of you, yeah, you could be working on something that you're giving away to another person or to other people. So it could have to do with food, or it could have to do with something else. But I feel like you're coming through with like this very homely energy. It could have to do with finances. But Queen of Presence is The presence element is very earthy, and so of course that has to do with the home, finances, body. And even here we also have a symbol of the earth. And I like this card because this person, she knows her worth. She knows what she brings to the table. She does it well without even having to try. And so it's just like she has this natural glow. And so I do see with the Queen of Presents, you could actually be interacting with people naturally and in your element. So I feel like you're in your element somehow in the month of February. So, but I feel like you're presenting yourself authentically. Okay. So there's authenticity here. What else? You could be doing something that is kind of motherly. That might not resonate with everyone, but when I say motherly, I just feel like, I don't know, maybe maid service, cleaning up, cooking, instructing children, providing for, okay, buying supplies, resources needed for the home, needed for healthy living, wellness. Okay, there's a little bit of wellness focus here. Anything else for Queen of Presents? Whoa. We got growth of energy, which we talked about over here with our sun card, our dissipating card. Then we have mindfulness. We talked about that, of being intentional every step of the way, keeping that excitement going through each step and not just focusing on the end goal. And then we have two cards of good fortune, you guys. You got this one and you got the abundance here. All right, so I do feel like as far as career goes, you could have, good luck in career. I don't see like a new opportunity per se, but I do see that like your authenticity and what you bring to the table is being noticed, being observed. Look at this, is being observed. Okay, so I do feel like in the month of February, as far as career goes, you could be like in the limelight. You could be highlighted in some way. And I feel like an opportunity can come from that. So, yeah, I'm not sure what that opportunity would look like, but I do feel like it's there, career-wise or hobby-wise. Can you tell me more about the Seven of Presents? Let's keep going. Spirit is showing me like gold. I don't know what that means. So that could indicate like additional income or or some sort of a raise. Okay. But Spirit is showing me gold. Could be getting a gift that's gold. Okay. Clarify Seven of Presents. Or somebody could be seeing you as gold. Very, very valuable. Okay. Seven of Presents. Yeah, I am picking up on that. Because Spirit just played the song. It's Never Want to Lose Me, I think, by Flo Milli. Yeah. So somebody is appreciating like what you do in the household or what you do at work, just like you being yourself. Somebody is very appreciative of like how authentic you are, how you show up, how you get things done. They appreciate your energy, your glow. Okay, they see you and they like love that. Okay. Seven of Presents. Creativity. Okay. So if you're putting out something to the world or whatever you're sharing with another person or people, as far as like, work, hobby, in the home, like whatever you're doing, you're a creative thinker, you're very intuitive. and you're able to like problem solve creatively or like come up with stuff. I did get the energy of DIY like way at the beginning, I think. And so anyways, this is on top of the Seven of Presents. So I do feel like you're making something and crafting or being resourceful. And Spirit is just kind of like highlighting that. That's something that people are observing about you and appreciate about you. And yeah. And then also at the back of the deck, we have Ace of Potions. And so this did indicate something that you are growing and developing. And so it could have to do with your creative endeavors. And perfecting a craft. And spiders are very meticulous. Their webs are very intricate. I love this for you, what's coming through right now. Again, it won't resonate with everyone, but somebody is very good with their hands. And we also have that here. Okay, so I mean, this card or the image is of somebody in the kitchen who's cooking, but like that's not exactly what it is for everyone, right? And so with this is letting me know that you're very good with your hands. You could be doing some sort of sewing. Look at this here. The spiders have, 8 legs or whatever, but these two are threading the thread up, and then you've got this nice little thing right there. So either way, your hands are very good. So, and it could literally be anything: massages, drawing, the thingy where you like architecture thing where you like literally have to map out distance and lines and all that stuff. But anyway, yeah, I feel like you're very meticulous and you're, good with your hands. You're good with like visual proportions or just like anything to have to do with creating something essentially. And just to reiterate, you have good fortune and abundance. And so if you are thinking of, putting a price to your creativity, I do feel like it would be rewarding at some point, as long as you, continue to develop it, allowing it to flutter and take off. And then again, it's related to some sort of a dream. So I definitely see, but really quick, Spirit says that you might have to Queen of Presents, and then we have something else. No, with Queen of Presents, I think I said something about investing resources or funds into the home or household, something like that. But you have Five of Presents, okay? So this can indicate loss of income, but, not necessarily like a literal loss. It's just more so like, to me, what I'm saying is it's like you're investing it into your resources and what you're using for your creativity, right? So if you're buying ingredients for the pie, yes, you're losing income for the ingredients, but you're creating something new with it that is, refreshing, delicious, and like, people want to partake in, right? And so with this Five of Presents, Spirit is just saying to, be prepared to, invest in the things that you need as you continue to, where's the card? As you continue to develop your love for this and your excitement into this. But ultimately, I feel like reward is coming. Okay? With the abundance and good fortune. So, man. Okay, so for February 2026, I just see you working on something, being acknowledged for it. You're very creative and skilled, and I just see you developing and growing it, and that it has the potential for bountiful outcomes. All right. So, yeah. And then also remember your advice you might want to break things down into smaller steps just to kind of keep you motivated and so that you can weave your intention into each part of what you're doing. Okay. I'm going to give you one last card before we wrap up your reading. Oh. Health. Allow me, divine, to be tender and accepting of my body, no matter what ailments I may have. May I always know it's doing the best that it can. Help me Be a loving ally and friend to this sacred form. Okay? Take that out. It resonates. I'm being drawn to the dissipating card again. So it could be that although you're motivated and excited about this thing, that you could have some challenges with your body as far as fatigue and energy levels. So it could be that, you might want to continue or something, but you have to take breaks. So where's that other card? Anyways, I've messed up the spread, but yeah, it could be that you have to take breaks, and that will be helpful for you. And that's totally fine. Like, yeah. All right, so that was your reading. Take care and good luck on your journey.